And welcome, Columbus County. Here we are at 89.9 WCCO in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina. We are here for the West Columbus Vikings versus the South Columbus Stallions football game. Right now we are in the middle of the national anthem, so we will take a quick pause through this, and then we will join you here with about 5 minutes to go before kickoff. And once again, welcome, Columbus County, to the fifth broadcast of Columbus Career and College Academy. We are live here at Viking Stadium in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina, to watch West Columbus Vikings take on the South Columbus Stallions. Both teams are getting ready to send their captains to the field. Some of you may be joining us over the internet through Play on Sports with WCZCO.org. Some of you may be on the radio with us live at 89.9. We are welcoming you here. Again, I'm Rod Likens, Career Development Coordinator at CCCA. And tonight, Ayla Louvier, a second-year student, Crystal Osorio, third-year student, Caitlin Souls, first-year student, will be starting our cameras. We have Justin Edwards, second-year student, Tristan McGee, second-year student, in and out of the booth on announcements and technical. We've also got Desriel Moore, first-year student here in with us running technical. Middleton, looks like Davis, Dawson, and Lassane out for West Columbus for the coin flip. And over on the south side, we've got McKeever, Buck, and the other two are blocked from me right now as they shake hands and get ready to take the flip. So I'm now joined with Kelly Jones through our central office. Most of you all know Kelly. And Kelly, how are you?
Doing great, Rod. Looking forward to some football tonight. If you look over in the western sky, we have a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty night. We're not sweating for one of the first times since we've been doing this.
Let's tell everybody about where we are tonight, Rod. We're actually out in the stands tonight. Want to be able to get a little closer to the action. So you'll probably hear some announcements going on, some folks having a good time here. We're on the West Columbus side, and looking for a good night here.
Yeah, this ought to be good. 22nd year of this rivalry. West Columbus wins the first two, and South has run off 19 straight victories since then. So interesting to see what happens in Game 23.
And both schools coming off victories last week. Of course, South Columbus took care of East Bladen, 48-7, West Bladen, excuse me, last week. And West Columbus High School won against Fayetteville Christian, so they're 3-2. With losses to Green Sea Floyds and Whiteville, but with wins now against Hopton, Central Academy, and Monroe and Fayetteville Christian. So Vikings are hot.
Yeah, it's very, very proud of them, and Last year was a rough season for them, but already got one more win and looking to have a good conference run, as that'll start for them next week. But one more non-conference game as they take on South Columbus, and they're in their end zone getting ready to bust through their banner, and they look pumped up and ready to go, and here they come. Here they come to their side of the field. Home fans are happy. They're getting excited as they cheer their Vikings on, and we await South Columbus getting ready to bust through their banner and get this one on the way, because there's about 2 seconds left, and here they come. Here comes the Stallions as they run through and take their side of the field as we get ready for kickoff in the first quarter of this huge inter-county rivalry in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina. Looking forward to what we've seen. We got last week to see South Columbus firsthand, and it was amazing to watch that offense and that defense go. They were running, they were just running through it, and it was wow. There's not a whole lot to say. McKeever rushes for 3 touchdowns. He passes for 2 more with that 48-7 win over West Bladen in Civitan Stadium down there in Vinegar Hill. At West Columbus, a good battle to the end with a 22-22 tie, which led from a 76-yard Thompson touchdown and then a Dawson run to take the 38-30 victory. So definitely amazing play on their part. So looks like South Columbus has won the flip. Here comes 34 out to kick off. South Columbus has deep back for them. Number 3, Samuel Dixon Jr. on this side, and on the far side, I believe that's Reggie Frank. Not the numbers are just a little bit blocked from me. But West Columbus is set up. Number 34 is getting ready to kick the ball out.
Austin Bormel, and it's a deep kick, taken right at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle.
And brought down, still running, still on his feet down to the 42-yard line.
Good return back there.
Return there. And here we go. The the Stallions come out for their first offensive series. Ball is 1st and 10. We're just starting here in the first quarter. West Columbus, South Columbus. Ball is on the South Columbus 41-yard line. And here we are with first play.
So McKeever's up under center with the 2-back set.
And they're still trying to get the chain set, so.
Looks like Deshaun Daniels closest to us, and it should be handed off to Deshaun.
Nice job by the left side of the defensive line.
Yeah, that was solid. They were ready for that one.
Chris Middleton, Hayden Butler from West Columbus taking care of business there on the left side. Brings up 2nd down and about 7. Here we are with 11 minutes left in the first quarter. No score. South Columbus, West Columbus.
McKeever takes handoff to Deshaun Daniels' right side, and there's nothing there, Kelly.
Good job by the left side of that defensive line. Again, hanging tough.
Yeah, they've run 2 toward that tackle and guard, and they've cut that hole off immediately.
So we're looking at 3rd and about 5. South Columbus with the football. No score here in the first quarter.
How important that would be for West Columbus to get the stop right off the bat, as hot as South has been in offense.
Would be big play here. 3rd and 4 from the Stallions' 48-yard line.
I believe we got a timeout.
And we do. We have a timeout taken by South Columbus.
So we got a good crowd here tonight in Viking Stadium, and as this non-conference game, but as close as we are to Vinegar Hill, the rivalry's there.
I can tell you, no one cares about conference game or no. This is going to be a tough, hard-fought game.
Yeah, even though East and West don't fall in conference with South, there's meaning behind those games. Absolutely. When they come onto the field with each other.
And these kids all know each other. They see each other in town, and they want to play well against each other, and it's a matter of pride.
Right. And some of these, the border has to split somewhere, and some of them can be neighbors and be at 2 different schools. So.
Absolutely. So here we go, 3rd down, looking at 3rd and 4 now. South Columbus on their own 48-yard line on offense.
So South Columbus, McKeever has broke the huddle. He's coming up under center. Only 1-back set this time. He's got one split four right. Looks over his offense, positions him where he wants him. Sends it in motion.
And there goes. This is a sweep around the left end.
Reggie Frank
taking the ball, cuts it back inside, and big gain.
Yeah, that one.
Around 15 yards to the West Columbus 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Reggie Frank.
So when you first don't succeed, go the other side and see what happens. That was a great sweep to the left there by Reggie Frank. And
a lot of good blocking here on the corner as well. So the Stallions in business on the West Columbus 40-yard line. No score here in the first quarter. 10-15 left.
McKeever under center, handoff. Now he's going to run his right.
No, it's a boot.
He's going to keep it. There he goes. Down to the 30. Looks to the 20. Up to the 10. All right, about the 10, I believe he's brought up.
8-yard line.
Nice
run there.
22-yard pickup for the Stallions.
And in that particular situation, Rod, South Columbus was on this left hash. They faked the boot or faked the sweep to the short side. Gave McKeever the ball on that wide side, and when he gets in the open field, we've talked about this, I think, every time we've had a game at South Columbus, or with South Columbus, he's dangerous.
He is dangerous.
Big pickup.
You cannot let him get in the open field.
Stallions have the ball on the 8-yard line of West Columbus.
And up to Reggie Frank.
He's around the end, off C-gap. Nice off-tackle run there. Looks like he got at least a few yards on that.
He's going to pick up second
down. Looks like we're second and goal from the 3-yard line there.
Good sweep up the right, and yeah, you just can't. McKeever's just one you cannot. If he gets out in open field, you don't know what you're up against. He may go on forever. So McKeever going back up under center. 2-back set. Handoff looks like I don't know. There's a group of them in there. I don't know if that was Daniels or not. Looked like 32.
Daniels. And close to a touchdown. We're looking for a signal. It looks like that's going to be touchdown South Columbus.
6-0. Early here in the first quarter, 9 minutes and 4 seconds. We'll see if South sets up for a 2-point or if they're going to kick the extra point.
And
they're doing some substituting right now. And from where I think that's number 10 just came in. That could go either way.
Looks like we're going for 2 here. 6-0, 9 minutes left here. We got a new quarterback here. He drops back to pass. Looks like that's going to McKeever in the corner.
No good. So McKeever sets up his receiver. They bring in, I believe it was Daniels, to quarterback, and just a little bit too much as it went on past McKeever's hands before he could stay in bounds. So that was quick, Kelly. It didn't take long for South Columbus to get on the board there and make it 6-0.
For those of you that are not familiar with McKeever, he's 6'7". So he lined up as a wide receiver, and basically it was a jump ball. It was very close, very close.
So South Columbus is bringing theirs out as they're getting ready to kick off. West Columbus has one real deep, and I can't quite, from where I'm standing, I think that's Dawson. I'm not 100% sure.
That's Savon Dawson back deep to receive for West Columbus.
So South is getting set. He's putting the ball down at number 36. Has it set. He's back in the huddle. Spreads them out. And West is back deep to receive. We'll see where this one goes. South's been known to kick them short. Not this one, though. It's going to go back to the first back up.
And he's cutting to the left, and he's hit hard at the 25-yard line. So West Columbus on their first offensive series, 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Score is now 6-0 South Columbus, and we've got 8:54 left here in the first quarter.
And that run back was by number 22, Davis. Here comes the offense out to the field. First time we'll get to see. This is the first time we've been here or seen West this year, so I'm looking forward to see what they bring out.
And we understand that West Columbus, their base offense is a full house backfield, 3 backs, 2 tight ends. Let's see what they come out in. And it looks like they're coming out in a wing set with 2 backs, similar to South Columbus's base. And it's a pitch on. There's a fumble. Ball's picked up, and it's going to be about an 11-yard loss in the backfield. It looked like that was an errant pitch.
Yeah,
and
the pick was meant for number 31.
Yeah, John Taplin.
But it was just a tad bit in front of him.
And he did a good job getting on it. He was on it quick, but a lot of penetration there in the backfield by South Columbus.
Yeah, so, and that's what we've seen in the 2 weeks we've covered South Columbus. Their defense is fast, and you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to break a hole, and you're going to have to pick that hole and go. So,
all right, here we are, second and about 20. West Columbus on their own 15-yard line. They've got a full house T backfield. Last man through gets the football over to the left side, off tackle, and it's a short gain. It's going to bring up, we're looking at third and about 17
and that
for
was
West Columbus.
Number 34, Bromell, running that one. So we'll have to see what West Columbus decides to dial up on third down here. It's third and long, and here comes Lassane in with the play. I'll be interested to see what they do here. They're in that part of the field where you got to be very careful.
And Lassane has had at least 100-yard passing game, so
yeah,
for a possible pass here. Actually, it's a counter off the right side, and he's going to be out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth and about 12.
So that was number 30, Dawson, but he just could not get the corner turned on that one.
And I'd like to point out, we have Theo McKeever, who plays defense as well as being the quarterback. He lost his helmet on the play, and of course that's a new rule, and you're seeing that across all levels. If your helmet comes off, you're off for a play. Great rule for our kids. All right, so we've got Tanner Daniels back to punt for West Columbus.
We've got number 5, Reggie Frank, set up on West 48. Across from him, I can't make out the number, but
here's a snap.
Set. Good punt.
Pretty good punt. Looks like we have a fair catch called for. Reggie Frank called for the fair catch and made a clean catch at the 50-yard line, where Stallions took over first and 10 on the 50-yard line.
So what we have seen with West so far is it's not uncommon. 1 minute they'll be up under center, the next minute they'll be in the option. So you've got to, they keep you guessing on offense, and they come out with a different set quite a bit to keep your defense moving. So McKeever's coming in with the play as he talks over to his guys, and we will see what they dial up here.
We got wing left. Wing comes in motion. Reggie Frank. It's a pitch to Reggie Frank on the right side, and he's got a lot of room. And
he gets the corner turned.
Gets around the corner and gets a first down.
He makes it all the way up to, looks like, the 35-yard line of West Columbus, and then South Columbus is dangerous when they turn them corners.
Absolutely. Ethan Morris was in position. Made a good play there. Just couldn't wrap him up. So had a man there, but couldn't quite get to him. So now we got first and 10 from the West Columbus 35-yard line. Stallions are in business.
So
now they've got wing right, wing left, double wing. And one man in the backfield, so let's see what they do after this. McKeever pitches now to Frank in the backfield. He's around the left end.
He's going to turn it
up, hits the corner and gets to the 25-yard line, and I believe, Rod, that's enough for another Stallion first down.
It should be, and that was number 3, Samuel Dixon, on that one. And, man, when them guys get those corners turned.
Yeah, and one thing that South Columbus has done well all year is seal the end and kick out on the corner.
They have.
And it seems like just about every time we've seen them, it's been an all-night thing where there's a lane for that running back to run on the sweep. So here we go. Looks like we got second and about a half a yard.
Yeah, that is short.
Double wing set, Frank in motion, and it goes to Deshaun Daniels up the middle.
He's definitely got the first down.
And he picks up about 2.
Yeah,
so the Stallions have a first down, and they are in business now at the West Columbus 25-yard line.
They will run the sweep on you to the right. They'll sweep you to the left. They'll run you up the middle. And if West isn't careful, they will be throwing a long pass here on them in the meantime. So here they come back up. McKeever's going back up under center. One back set. He's got, I think that makes it a motion, but I believe we got an illegal procedure here, Kelly. Let's see what the refs have to say. Waiting to see the final. No?
Actually, offside on West Columbus. So that's going to make it 1st and 5.
Yeah, that's coming at a rough time. So that's got the ball down to about the 19-yard line. McKeever's got his men huddled up, discussing their 1st and 5, and we'll see where they go from here.
And it's 6-0 Stallions, and they're driving again. We've got wing right, wing left. Here comes Frank in motion, and back to pass is McKeever.
Over the middle.
Over the middle, and it's touchdown. Reggie Frank.
Wow. For the Stallions by number 6.
That makes it 12-0, and it was a nice play fake by Pharaoh McKeever. Drops back and hits a wide open Reggie Frank, and something that will drive coaches crazy. Rod backs out of the backfield. It's so hard to cover at any level. At any level, you see it college, pros. Those backs are open probably more often than they're covered. And Reggie Frank, while he was not wide open, he had a good 2 steps on the nearest defensive man. So here we have 2-point conversion for the Stallions out of the full house T backfield, and looks like LaShawn Daniels is going up the middle. I don't think he got it. 2 points.
So we're looking at 14-0 in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first quarter here at Viking Stadium. It's 12-0 South Columbus over a home team, West Columbus. Yeah, and that's another thing. Whether it's college, whether it's pro, or it's high school, when you see that run, and it's working, that pass gets snuck in there and usually gets you.
Yeah, and that time West Columbus had probably 10 men near the line of scrimmage, and, of course, you're trying to stop the run, and that is when you have to watch out for the pass. And we've got a conference down here by the officials, and they do no good. So we first had a sign from the side judge on our side that it was good, and now the officials converge, have a conversation, and now they say no good. So, hey, I like it when officials get together and talk.
Yeah, and that's needed.
Their support.
Because if somebody's got a different view on it than another, you want the right call made.
Absolutely. So good job by the officials there, trying to get the call right.
So we've got 2 guys back for West Columbus. We've got number 82 and number 22, both deep, and 24 a little bit in front of them. Yep.
Anthony Davis and Chris Thompson back.
South Columbus has lined up 2 kicks.
Austin Bromell is deep.
And here we go. The kick is up, and it's a high, long kick. And it's,
a fumble. And picked up
by...
Could have got the line hard.
Man. That ball made it to about the 27-yard line, but he's going to fill that one.
It's going to be 1st and 10 now. West Columbus with the football, trailing 12-0 with 5:40 left here in the first quarter.
I think West on those kickoff or punts, I believe they're going to have to pick that and start going north and south with it, because they've tried a few east and west, and they've had some hard hits they've taken.
And South Columbus is very well disciplined. They're staying in their lanes. And, I'm with you. I think the best thing to do, catch the ball, get a few blockers, get as much as you can north and south. Here's West Columbus now in the full house. 3 backs in the backfield, and we're going to have false start.
False start there.
So that's going to make it 1st and 15 for West Columbus.
That makes it a little bit harder starting even farther back. So the referees go ahead and march him back 5 yards. And we'll see what happens here. It's 1st down and 15. Lassane stays up in the center in the exact same formation. Handoff, and oh my.
A lot of penetration there in the backfield.
There was 3 guys for South Columbus back for almost the time that he got the ball.
And that's going to bring up second and about 19.
And if you hadn't seen them before, South Columbus defense is definitely fast.
Bring up second
they have a lot of team speed overall. And we are 12-0 here. Stallions leading in the first quarter. 5 minutes left. West Columbus with the football on their own 27-yard line. And pitch out to the left. And
nothing. Wow.
A lot of penetration there. Covered very well by the Stallions. So it was a pitch, and it looked like they were trying to set up a screen to this side. Or maybe they were just setting up something for a later play. But it was a quick pitch where what you try to do in the quick pitch is you try to make the pitch so quick that it makes it easier for the running back to hit the corner but the end was able to get a lot of penetration up the field and really stop the play before it could get started.
And I'll be interested to see, West Columbus has some speed. I'll be interested to see what they can do as the game progresses, if they can hit those corners and turn those edges.
And here's a snap, and Lassane is back to pass. Short pass
the hands
there.
of 34.
Yep, intended for Roston Bromell, and it was right out into the right flats.
Pass for the Vikings bring up
Looks like he was well covered.
He was well
short
covered.
gain, but it's going to bring up 4th and about 24.
Yeah, and that's
West
hard,
Columbus.
Kelly, when you got that ball and you're so bad to want to get upfield, but if you turn just a little before that ball gets there, there's a good chance that's going right through your hands.
Yep.
And I believe that's what happened. So we got Frank and number 9.
Looks
I guess
like
that's McKeever.
Yep, Tanner Daniels back to punt.
So we'll see here.
And he takes a snap. It's getting a little pressure, gets it off. Ball hits about the 50-yard line. Takes a nice West Columbus bounce, and Frank picks it up on the bounce, and he's around the left side.
Gets up the middle.
Inside, and here's Frank, and he's down.
Oh, what a nice return back.
Chris Middleton saved a big play there for West Columbus.
He sure did. He took that about. What I thought was going to be a disaster there when he picked that up. He turned into about a 20-yard run.
Reggie Frank is about as hard to tackle as anyone in the open field, and Chris Middleton showed good tackling technique there, and really saved what could have been a third score here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you don't a lot of times see good things happen when a man picks a ball up bouncing and cuts it the other direction, but he turned that into a 20-yard run back, and that was pretty impressive.
Yep. Here's South Columbus with the football now on West Columbus's 36-yard line, leading 12-0 in the first quarter. You got Deshaun Daniels in motion, and the handoff is to Frank, and he is swallowed in the backfield.
Good defense by West Columbus playing them holes.
And leading the charge there for the Vikings was Jaquez Underwood.
74.
Getting in the backfield there.
On the stop for the Vikings with no gain.
So that's one, your defense there. That's what you want to see. Plug them holes and stop that run before it gets 4 or 5 yards.
McKeever in the shotgun, back to pass. He's rolling out to the left. He's got a man deep. And
oh, wow. Right through the hands. It was in there and it was gone.
And McKeever's pass was right on.
I believe that was,
can't get a number on that, but one of the hardest things to do for any receiver is to try to catch the ball in full run. And here's something that you don't think about a lot, Rod, is you're running, your eyes are getting jarred, you're looking back into the lights, and it's very hard. And the pass was a little high.
Yeah.
It was a little high, but it was there. Nice touch on the ball. We've seen that from McKeever all year.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, McKeever back in the shotgun now, takes the ball, and he fakes play action. He's looking to pass, and good coverage there.
Yeah, very good coverage. I believe that was number 44.
Jim Bowie on the coverage there.
Got his hand in, knocked it away, and
that's the second play in a row we've seen play action by McKeever, and he's
fourth down for the Stallions.
On fourth down here. We've got to see what the Stallions are going to want to do. They're on the 38-yard line of West Columbus, and looks like they're going to go for it. It is 4th and 12. The Stallions are leading 12-0 with 3:18 left in the first quarter. Single back set, McKeever out of the shotgun, and here's a snap. Looking back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Oh, now get a little rush, and now he's going to run it. He gets a nice back around. Has the football.
Oh, man, he's on his feet still.
And brought down the 9-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
That was
a
28-yard run by Farrah McKeever on fourth down. And 1st and goal for the Stallions.
Wow. What I thought was going to turn into a huge loss.
Yep, he had plenty of time to throw, then got a little pressure, and got outside of containment here on the right side of the defense of West Columbus and found a little room to run. And when I say little, I thought he stepped on the sideline 5 times there, but he was skirting it all the way along, and nice run. He's back in the shotgun. McKeever in the shotgun for South Columbus. 1st and goal. Daniels in motion, coming across, and it looks like it's going to be a boot to the right side. McKeever, he cuts back inside, and he's going in for the score. Farrah McKeever. Farrah McKeever for the score. That's going to make it 18-0 here with 2:42 left in the first quarter, Rod. And I think we see whenever you're not sure what to do, just hand the ball to Farrah McKeever and let him make something happen.
Well,
That's not to take away from what the offensive line is doing, because I think they're doing an excellent job up front.
if I'm not mistaken, he ran for 3 last week and right back on that again this week.
All right, here we are for the extra point. It's going to be a kick here. Kick is up. Looks like that is good.
So Dixon kicks through the extra point, and
Extra point.
we're looking at 19-0 here. West Columbus down to South Columbus with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left here at Viking Stadium in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina. They're fast. You just never know what South. They're coming at you fast on offense. They're coming at you fast on defense, fast on special teams.
And I think what you have to do is you have to control the pace of the game if you want to beat South Columbus, which means keeping the ball on offense as long as possible.
Right. You know, if you can just find those gaps and go through 3-4 yards at a time, it's definitely a help. And South Columbus is lining it up. Number 36 getting ready to kick it off. Back deep for West Columbus, we've got looks like 32 closest to us. And I can't make out the other side. Here the ball goes. Good hard kick. That one's going way back. And
Touchback.
that one is.
That's a rarity in high school football.
You don't see a lot of
You
that.
see a lot of that. So that ball is 5 yards deep in the end zone. Which brings up, Rod, what I keep saying. It's the fair catch and the free kick for a field goal. I want to see a coach use it this year.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Vikings will take the ball 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
And what I'm referring to, everyone who's listening, is that if you fair catch the football, you can put the ball on a tee and kick for 3 points. It's what's called a free kick. Here comes West Columbus now in the full house tee, 2 tight ends, 3 backs in the backfield.
That's a handoff to number 34.
Brunel.
And gets maybe 3.
And 3 very hard-fought yards.
Yes, they're just hard to run up the middle on. We saw West Bladen hit a few, around that A gap to B gap areas, but other than that, straight up the middle, it's probably not happening a whole lot. 2nd down and 7, 2 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the first quarter as Lassane looks to the right and left. 3 back sets. Number 34, handoff.
He gets around the end and is met there by a host of South Columbus defenders. Starts ahead, gets almost back to the line of scrimmage. So good effort, Brumell.
Once again, if they can just ever get around that edge, I'd be curious to see how they can do.
Looks like we may have a man down. I believe that is the ball carrier.
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that was Bromell that was doing the running.
Roston Brumell, yeah. All right, so let's do a game set here, Rod. We're in the first quarter with 1:49 left. Stallions are up 19-0. West Columbus has the football, 3rd and around 9 from their own 25-yard line. So here's your question.
I'd like to remind everyone, please.
Let you play Friday night coach.
From the Booster Club, they work
What would you
hard.
do here if you're West Columbus? Mark
All
Little.
day. So if you're hungry, go by and get some
I'm
good chicken.
3rd and 8. I'm going to try out the pass. I've not got a chance. I don't know if West is big on the option. We haven't got to see them yet. But I'd get back in the shotgun. I take the snap. And Lassane is fast.
Mm-hmm.
If he could get back there and just buy a little bit of time, he may be able to turn the edge.
And I agree. You got to move the pocket a little bit, give him a little bit of time, and then give him the option to run.
Yeah, and as big and fast as South Columbus is, I would have to try to spread the line and just see if I could create.
And that is one of the things about running 2 tight ends. You're going to pack all your defensive men inside, and so it can be effective, but you really have to set up plays, with fakes, with misdirection, to try to move some of those men out of your way.
Here comes 34 off the field.
He looks like he got his ankle tweaked a little bit there.
Yeah, he's not 100%. He looks a little sore coming over, and I don't know if we'll see him anymore tonight or not. So here comes West back out on the field. South is coming over from their side. And we'll see what we get with 3rd and 8. They've got to get those guys spread out, though.
Bring up 3rd and 8 quarterback.
So Lassane comes up under center. He's going to run that full house in the backfield. Snapped. Oh, he's going to look.
Going to pass inside and just did not have enough time. Had a man streaking. Tanner Daniels was streaking about 25 yards down the field, but Lassane just could not get enough time to throw the football. So here we are now with 4th down, and it looks like West Columbus is going to be punting. South Columbus up 19-0 with a minute 15 left here in the first quarter.
They're going to put 2 back. We got Frank and, once again, McKeever back to receive. And looks like, is it Daniels doing the punting back there?
Yep. Tanner Daniels had a good punt last time.
Yeah, he really did.
Okay.
Low snap, but the ball, does he get a hand on it?
Looks like it might have been partially blocked.
It's going to roll
from the officials.
Looks like it goes dead on West Columbus 41-yard line. I didn't see what happened. I don't know if it hit somebody or somebody got a hand on it.
It definitely came off something other than a foot.
Right. Yeah, there was definitely something in on that one. So South Columbus, with 47 seconds left in the first quarter, has a 19-0 lead over West Columbus. And we'll see what they choose to do here for the next few plays.
Giving the Stallions first.
So McKeever's in the huddle.
From the 41-yard line.
And the flag has just been thrown. So that's going to back up South Columbus about 5 yards. It's going to take it to the 46-yard line. South sent out by McKeever. So that was a legal procedure. McKeever under center, 2-back set. No, it's Daniels. And it's going to hit Downland and just too far ahead of number 11. Incomplete pass. So Quentin Hammond came in to relieve Farrell McKeever as he looked downfield to Kyle Norris, but the ball was just a couple yards ahead of Norris on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd and 15 on West Columbus's 46-yard line. We've got 40.5 seconds left here in this first quarter. South Columbus 19-0 over West Columbus. Daniels hands off to number 35, McKeel, and he turns the corner, and he's still going up the middle, or to the side, and down about the 19-yard line of West Columbus. So about a 25, about a 26, 27-yard gain there by McKeel. So they brought him up last week off the reserve to fill in a spot, and he's back with them this week and another big run. So we got 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Hammond still under center. Up the middle, looks like Daniels for maybe 3-4 yards. West Columbus was there to meet him. And no, that was Chapman. So number 7, Chapman, took that one. Looks like with about 5-6 seconds left, Stallions will let the clock run out, and we will start off on the second quarter. So 12 minutes have expired here in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina at Viking Stadium. South Columbus scored the ball on their first 3 possessions, and we're looking at a 19-0 lead here. It'll be 2nd and 5. They will have the ball on West Columbus 15-yard line as we get ready to start this second half. Pretty good crowd here in West Columbus on both sides. South has brought several of their fans with them, and the place is you can feel that it's energetic. The crowd is not so happy on the West Columbus side where we're at, being down 19-0 after the first quarter, but they're happy on the south side, and West Columbus maybe after some some changes and some tweaks, maybe they can get some things rolling offensively. And so far, that defense has just been able to put a stop on pretty well everything they do. That defense is fast.
Got a first quarter score for you is East Bladen 7,
So,
Waffle 0.
Joining me right now is Justin Edwards. How are you, Justin?
I'm doing good.
So what have you thought so far?
Right now, this game's been pretty good right now. I mean, I've seen this rivalry since my uncle has played, and this has been a while back.
2nd and 5 for the Stallions from the 15-yard line.
So it'll be an interesting game.
Yep, definitely be interesting to see how things turn out. Hammond's up under center. It's 2nd down and 5, ball on West Columbus 15-yard line. He's got one back, and it's handed up in the middle, and that one will go down to about the 5-yard line. I believe that was number, I can't tell if that's 35 or 36.
That was 75, I believe.
Was that?
Demetria Frank, number 41 on the stop for the Vikings.
So we'll see. Number 36 ran the ball. As he goes out, here comes number 11 in. That's going to bring up 1st and goal on the 7-yard line.
1st and goal for the Stallions from the 7.
So let's see if West can dial up a defense and hold them here. We got number 7, Chapman, in the backfield. As Hammond's under center, number 3 goes in motion, gets the handoff, cuts right, left, and touchdown.
Touchdown.
Wow, he took that corner, and I thought he had it on the full right, but then he cut back in and took it straight up.
I thought they had him right there for a second. But
So what'd you think of that, Justin?
Well, I like how South Columbus is mixing it up from running plays to passing play, because then your opponents will have no clue what you're going to do next.
No, and they have done a very good job of that tonight. Number 3, Dixon, to kick for the extra point. The ball is up, and it is
good and it's now
good.
26-0 in the second quarter.
Good for the Stallions.
So 26-0, South Columbus over West Columbus here in the second quarter. There's 11 minutes and 21 seconds left, and South will get ready to kick off to West Columbus. Justin, if you hadn't have come to school with us, you would have been here at West Columbus. Is that correct?
Yeah, either could be here at West or maybe East.
Okay. So you probably know, did you go to, was it Chadburn, or where did you go to middle school at?
I went to middle school. I went to a private school
Okay.
with 7 of my cousins. But what I like about this rivalry between these two is that it's a respectful rivalry.
Right.
As an athlete myself, I'll have a rivalry myself, and I love respecting my opponents.
And there's a lot of a good close, because like I said, a lot of these kids know each other, and that just makes it better.
Yeah.
So South Columbus goes to kick off from the 40. Deep kick, and it's back to
It's caught at the 15-yard line. And South Columbus brings them down back at the 28-yard line.
see where it is, somewhere right around in there, close to a 10-yard return on that.
25 yards.
I think they're going to mark him down to 25.
West Columbus is doing a really good job, but South Columbus's defense hasn't made them go past that 50-yard line.
Yeah, West has just not had the time to get anything rolling. Harvey Lassane got a chance to pass on that last 3rd down play, and if he'd had a little more time, I believe he could have connected downfield.
He would. Especially with that shotgun play we had earlier with West Columbus in the first quarter.
Yeah. So let's see what they dial up. Harvey Lassane goes up under center. He's running that 3-back set, and he's going to drop. No, quick hand up the middle.
And it's a fumble on the play, I believe.
I believe the ball did pop out. Let's see what the refs, if they rule that down, or.
I believe he was down before he fumbled the ball. So, and I believe it was at the 36-yard line.
So it looks like West is going to hold on to it. I did not quite see who they.
2nd and 4 for the Vikings.
I think that was 34 again, and he's coming back off. I don't know if it's an ankle, if it's a hamstring or quad, but he's got something that's
From
just.
what it's looking like, it's looking between knee to ankle area.
Something's got him. Just seems like he can't get it worked out.
As an athlete myself, I've done many injuries with my legs and everything, and I know how it feels.
Yeah.
It takes a while for it to get healed.
It does. Pitch. That was a pitch right, and that one went for.
And that was at the
Yeah, they got it to first down range.
37-yard line.
So there's a plus for West Columbus. That might be the first down of the night for them. So maybe they're going to get things started here soon.
I believe so.
So we're looking at 1st and 10. Ball's on the 36-yard line. 10 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the second quarter. South Columbus has jumped out to a quick 26-0 lead. So here comes Harvey Lassane with that 3-back set. And that's the number 30.
Has the ball.
Uh-oh.
And they brought him back to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, Savon Dawson tried to turn the corner, but he just couldn't get up around him, and that's going to be a loss.
That's exactly as I was saying earlier. You need to mix it up, not with just running plays like all the time. You need to mix it up with running and passing plays.
Right.
All it needs is that 1 second for that pass, and someone's going to get messed up. Someone's going to get fussed out by the coach.
Well, that ended up in a 7-yard loss, so that's going to bring up second down and 16.
On the 30-yard line in the second quarter, and 9 minutes and 10 seconds left.
That's going to be handed off to, I believe, number 30. I think 31 got that one. Let's see here.
Let's see.
I think it was. I think that was number 31 Taplin, but South Columbus was ready for that one.
I believe so.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 16.
And the ball is on the 30-yard line in the second quarter. Still now 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. West Columbus 26 and West Columbus 0.
So let's see here. You got 3rd and long. Ball's on about the 30-yard line. I don't know if maybe time to bring out another pass. But they're in that 3-back set. Uh-oh. South goes. And he's the same drop back.
Pass.
And that's a screen. Looks like to Dawson. And he got there's the corner. Ooh, what a hit. Wow.
That was a nice hit.
That was a nice hit. And I missed the number of the guy that hit him.
That was but it's now fourth down now.
So the ball made it up to the 40-yard line, about a 10-yard gain.
Bring up 4th and 6 for the Vikings.
And what a, and that's what West needs to do. West got that corner turned, and he picked up some yards. But wow, did South Columbus lay a hit on him.
That, like I said, I've seen South Columbus play many times. They got a really tough defense.
And they've been hitting hard tonight. So 4th down, looks like Tanner is going to come back to – Tanner Dan is going to come back to punt. South has 2 deep. Nice punt.
Nice punt. And it would be down at the 29-yard line, 28.
So Frink and McKeever, they split. They let it bounce, and it comes dead. I believe you're right. I believe it's somewhere around that 23, 24-yard line. And South Columbus is going to take back over with a 26-0 lead here over West Columbus with 7 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the second quarter. So will we see McKeever come back out, or are we going to see Hammonds come back out?
I think Hammonds might be coming back out.
I think you're right. Yep, it sure are. So they're going to run that 2-back set. Hammonds up under center.
And they give it.
Nice hole up. Ball's loose. And West has got it. I believe that's Harvey Lassane. And it is. Harvey Lassane gets the ball on South Columbus 38-yard line as I believe that was Cephas McGill, number 35, going up the middle.
Yeah, it was, and then he fumbled that ball, and then number 2 for West Columbus got the ball.
So we may see this is the kind of thing that West Columbus needs. If they are to get South Columbus to make a mistake, they've got to capitalize it, and they've got to turn something big out of it. And there they got them to cough it up, and they've got to turn this into 6 if there's any way possible.
So they're now on the 38-yard line.
So
all it needs is that deep passing play.
They're in a 3-back set. Lasane's been busy. Recovers the fumble, goes to the sideline, comes back out, takes the snap.
And they gained about.
Nice. I believe that was Tannehill. Yeah. I'm sorry,
That's
Taplin.
about
I get it.
From Bromell
That's about a 6-yard gain.
on the play for a gain of about 6.
So Taplin will run off. I think that was Taplin, run off about 6.
So it is 2nd down, 4 to go on the 32-yard line in the 2nd quarter with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left.
So here comes Lasane's got the play. Sends the center up to the ball.
Let's see what they're going
Daniels
to do here.
goes far right in that 3-back set. Let's see what they're going to look at. Ball set. That should be.
No, that's number 22. I
Yes,
believe.
that one, 22. That's Chris Thompson, who's come in to help relieve number 34, Brownell, who's just got some ankle issues, I believe.
I don't think he'll be coming back to the game because they've taken him to the locker room. So
I missed that. So they took him off to the locker room.
So I think he'll be done for today.
Well, after two trips where you come off limp and it's almost not at this stage in the game, it's not worth causing some major injury. So here we go. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Lasane up under center, 3-back set with 2 spread out. I believe Wes is.
Looks like
Well, they wanted to call a timeout, but I don't think they got it called in time.
I see a flag out.
Don't know if they got him for.
It looks like Stallions will now
See what
foul.
they say.
Offsides for the Stallions. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line in the 2nd quarter. And West Columbus is not doing so good with a 26-point loss right now.
No, but they've shown some life right now on offense, and they're starting to.
They're getting closer to the end zone.
They're starting to build that motivation. So here the ball is.
And it looks like a run.
I believe that's once again. I believe that's number 31, Taplin.
2, 3, 4.
And
It looks like a 6-yard gain. It is now 3rd down, 4 to go on the 18-yard line.
that's why I love having y'all out here. You got those young eyes that can see that stuff across the field, because I'm having a heck of a time tonight making things out. I love being outside. It has definitely given us some. We're not sweating to death, and we've actually not got a fog over us, but I still can't get my eyes to set on some of these numbers.
And it looks like we got another injured player. It looks like number 22 has a leg cramp. No. Looks like a thigh knee injury.
Yes, so Thompson, number 22, has come in to relieve number 34, Brownell. It looked like they're working some cramps and kinks out of him right now.
It looked like he was injured, but I think he just shook it off. Not a big deal. Must have been a little leg cramp.
Well, those guys play hard. I mean, you got to probably have dehydration issues at times, and especially cramps, because they're going at it.
Appears that number 34 will not be coming back because the man who took him to the locker room is just coming back, and number 34 is still in the locker room. So we will not be seeing him for the rest of the game.
Well, I hope he's good. Well, here's Lasane, pitches off to number 30, Dawson, and man, they met him right off the bat.
That's it looks like about a 1st down.
So number 44, Raekwon Gore for South Columbus was all over that one.
31 for the Vikings.
It's 31 for the Vikings. Ball is on the 15-yard line, I believe.
Third one, Justin. You going to run that ball, or are you going to play action pass it?
As my opinion, I would go for the run. That's what they expect next. I'd go for a nice pass to either Tanner Daniels or number 21.
So I believe West Columbus is going to call a timeout and talk this over.
Yeah,
desperately need it. You got them to turn it over. You've got the ball. You've drove it somewhere 20, 25 yards. 3 points would definitely better than none, but you want to come away with a touchdown.
Yes.
You want to make this one, and even 2-point conversion if you can after that. So
you want to treat every game like it's your last. That's how I am in sports. You want to treat every competition you are in as your last. No matter if it's martial arts, football, basketball. But you got to think. Some people on the road to perfection, but on that road, they will achieve greatness.
So the timeout has ended. West Columbus has taken back the offensive side of the ball. Lasagne's going up under center, and here comes the South Columbus defense. Here's that three-back set.
One wide receiver.
So here we go. Down, balls to number
play.
22.
Oh, wait.
I don't know if he got it, but that's Thompson, number 22, that took the place of
He's
Brownell.
still up.
West says they got it. Let's see what the refs say. Looking where the refs are standing, I'd have to say they've got it.
Yeah,
But I have not seen a signal yet.
It's time. I believe it's timeout right now.
22, Chris Thompson for the carry, and it will be a measure.
They're going to have to measure. Did they?
It is a first down.
Okay, they did.
All right, it's 1st and 10.
From the 13-yard line.
So another good. You took it, you pounded it in there, you got the ball in a first down, and you're looking, that end zone's 13 yards away.
So it's
4 minutes and 6 seconds left here in the second quarter, and West Columbus is on a march.
And
it's going to be an option to the left.
Oh.
Here's Harvey Lassane, bootleg. And
nice. That looks like a gain about 1 yard, maybe 2 yards.
he turned it. He just couldn't cut back in time.
He did. He tried his best.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to cut back to his right. He did a great bootleg left. And
he did a really good job.
If he'd have cut right, there was a little hole in there. It wasn't big, and it may not have went any farther, but he tried, and they got him right before he could cut back.
If I was number 2 right now, I would push with all my force. All you got to do is just tuck that head in and push out that shoulder and like push your way through. That's what I would have done.
So 2nd and 9.
And
3 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the second quarter.
And the ball is on the 12-yard line.
26-0. South Columbus. Harvey Lassane up under center in his three-back set. He looks. He's going to roll to his right. Looks to his left. Ball's lobbed.
Interception.
And that's intercepted by number 3, Samuel Dixon Jr. in the end zone. And that one's coming. Number 5, my fault.
So that would be a.
Ball was intercepted by the Stallions.
Okay.
First and 10 for the Stallions from the 1 yard line.
Okay, he did come out.
So it's now 1st and 10. The ball on the 1 yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes, 58 seconds left. The Stallions are now on offense and West Columbus on defense. Still 26-0. This is where it's going to get a little bit nasty in this area because quarterback is stuck in a situation. If he gets sacked, they're going to lose 2 points from a safety.
That's a little bit of a dangerous situation that South Columbus just put themselves in. You've got the ball on the 1 yard line, and let's see what happens.
And it looks like a run.
Well,
oh, it
wow.
is, and they still got it out.
Maybe not.
It looks about he got about a 22-yard gain.
So I guess that wasn't a dangerous place to put themselves because McKeever just rolls off 20 yards, and now they're out of harm's way.
So it's 1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. It's 23-yard line, excuse me.
So McKeever's back in. 2-back set.
And it's a run. Number 5's got the ball.
So good run by Frank.
Middle.
Cut up the middle. Nice.
Nice. I think that's about a gain about, let's see. So it's on the 23-yard line.
Looks like they're spotting it on the 34.
So that's to be about 11 yards.
Yeah, probably about 11-yard gain. Oh, we got a flag on the play. Holding.
So South Columbus is going to be pushed back to about the 15-yard line.
So that brings up a whole different setup there. We're going to look at 2nd down again.
So 2nd and 10. All right, 2nd and 16.
So McKeever, he's going to the gun. Sends an motion, handoff, and let's see. There he comes.
Got it.
It looks like Frank, and he's going to turn that corner. Can he? Just couldn't stay in, though.
And that's about the
Number 5 run out of bounds by the Stallions.
He got right about to where I believe the holding penalty took him back from.
It looks like I can see the ambulance pulling off right now with sirens.
Bring up
So
second and 5 for the
number
Stallions.
34, it looks like they're transporting him to medical to check out his leg. So
hopefully.
but we had the best wishes for him and hope he gets better.
Yeah, hopefully that's
season's
just a
over.
precautionary and not something serious on that end. So second and probably about
Second and about
3 or
it's not
4.
60. Let's see.
There's a go under.
He's going.
It's Daniels as he cuts to the
Oh,
left,
wait,
broke that
wait.
tackle. Uh-oh, one man to stop him. Can he do it? Cuts it back into the right, and he did it.
Stopped him
Wow.
on there. West
What
Columbus
a
stopped.
run by Deshaun Daniels.
That was it. West Columbus stopped Dejan Daniels at about their 20-yard line.
I believe that's where they're spotting it at, is right about the 20.
About 20, 24. So
Right
it was
about a
first and 10.
50-yard run when that one's all said and done. I believe West Columbus might have a guy down. Number 50 for West Columbus.
Wait, he looks.
Are
Oh,
they getting him up?
he looks a little dazed right now from that
Okay.
from getting down.
So
But
he's
that's
coming off
normal.
on his own power. That's good.
That's normal. You get dazed. There's a couple times when you get hit, you're gonna get dazed. You're gonna get a little dizzy.
So Middleton's on his feet, going to take a break, and hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he just got hit in that stomach with a hit right there. So all he's got to do is shake it off.
1 minute, 55 seconds left here in the second quarter. South Columbus up 26-0 over home team West Columbus.
First
McKeever in the shotgun. Handoff to number 5, Reggie Frink.
and
Sweeps right. Going to turn it. Cut back. And
and
he's got it. Let's see if they
That's-
he
that's
dove for
close.
it. And it's, well, he's saying he's got a touchdown. Let's see what the refs say.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's touchdown.
South Columbus.
so that'll bring 32-0.
Wow.
So let's see if it's going to be a 2-point conversion they're going for or a field goal.
Well, I see Frank staying there, or not Frank, but Dixon staying there, and I believe they're going to kick the extra point. But he got that corner, and he turned it, and he didn't cut back in. He
Nope.
just dove for
They
the
just
pylon.
dove.
So,
Like I said, that's what, like how I said earlier, if I was number 2 for West Columbus.
oh, they're going to run a fake.
Oh,
Here comes Hammonds to his right, and
It's no, oh, wait.
oh,
Oh,
oh.
they almost had the interception.
So Hammond,
2-point conversion, no good
Oh,
by the Stallions.
Another
number
man down for West.
64, is down on the ground. Hopefully just
Number
catching
84 for West Columbus is on the ground,
some
and
breath.
he hasn't got up yet. This is not looking good for West Columbus.
We'll have to wait
They've already
and
lost
see.
one person with an injury.
All right, so 64,
All right,
no,
he's back.
84.
He's better now.
So he's up and out.
West Columbus High School would like to take this opportunity to thank Collatz Tire and Auto Center for all the support and Collier Stewart.
So we saw 84. Luckily, he is able to get up and walk off
It-
on his own
It
accord.
looks like he got someone got him with the right in the ribs, or the liver. One.
West Columbus almost came up with an interception on that 2-point conversion as they were about to bring Hammond down. Hammond got it up and it bounced around, but it just went right through the hands before he could hold on to the ball before it popped loose. So
Let's see what.
So hopefully here, West Columbus getting ready to get the ball back.
Let's see if what they're gonna do here. They kick it off. Nice kick. He got it at the 10-yard
Dawson
line.
has got it.
And
Cuts back
he's
left.
going.
Going to try to turn it, and he's
He's
just
out
can't make
at
it.
the 15, 14-yard line.
Decent amount of yards back.
Dawson on the carry for the Vikings. 12-yard return.
Let's see if West Columbus can build, because the last set of offensive downs, they were able to get some first downs. They got a turnover. It didn't end quite the way they had hoped it would end, but they were able to build some. And let's see if they can take that momentum in this last minute and 28 seconds and build on that.
So it will be 1st and 10. The ball on the 25-yard. West Columbus will have it on their own 25-yard line. Second quarter, and it's still 32-0.
So Lassane's going to come up under center. Still's got his 3-back set. I believe that was number 31, Taplin.
He's down. He got about a 4-yard gain. So I believe it'll be 2nd and 6. And it'll be on their West Columbus's 29-yard line.
So 2nd down here with 1:10 left. West Columbus getting ready to come back up to the line as Lassane comes in from the side with the play. He's going to discuss it over with his offensive line.
So we got less than a minute left, about 51 seconds now. Let's see what they got here. They're going to that was a nice, I got to say, that's a nice run. Nice fake.
That was about a 5-yard pickup for Savon Dawson there as he took the handoff and cut back up the middle.
So it would be like 31, and it would be 31-yard line, I believe.
Let's see what they can do here.
33-yard line.
3rd and 2 for the Vikings.
Not a lot of time left. They should be able to get this last play.
They should
play off here.
Let's see if they call timeout.
Lassane's bringing his men up with 3rd and 2.
All right.
3-back set.
About 5 seconds left.
And there he goes.
Oh,
looks like
he's going.
Ooh.
Whoa. Fumble.
Wow.
And South Columbus recovered the fumble.
So number 31, Taplin, on a good, hard 15, 16-yard drive. Ball pops out to end it. South Columbus recovered it. So we're going to end the 2nd quarter. It's 32-0. South Columbus over West Columbus here in Cerro Gordo at Viking Stadium. Here at halftime, we are going to have an interview where Kelly Jones is going to interview principal here of West Columbus, Mr. Jeff Green. So that will carry us through quite a bit of the 15-minute halftime. But we've so far we've seen some offense on both sides. We've seen some defense, some good hard hitting. Unfortunately, we have seen one injury. Hopefully, that's the last one of those we see.
And
tonight.
This one, I believe, is really serious from what I've seen.
Yeah,
I've been injured a lot of times in my sports, and I've hurt my ankles, my hamstrings, my thighs, and it'll take a while for them to recover.
We'd like to take a minute here, and we want to thank West Columbus for giving us the opportunity to make our first trip out here this year. We will be here next week, and then there'll be a few more, but we enjoy coming out to all of 3 of the high schools, East, South, and West, and it's just I like these inter-county games. I love when we can see our schools within the county playing each other.
Yeah.
It's got a little more meaning to it.
I like all these inter-county games because they're a lot more fun, especially with West, East, and South, because they've had rivalries in the past. So, and plus, I can always, I don't live far from each school, so I'll be able to see every game.
I'm looking. The teams are huddling here at halftime. West Columbus has gone to the locker room. South Columbus is having a discussion in the end zone. We're switching people out on cameras. We're switching people out in the booth. And halftime's the time you make your adjustment, just like a team. They're going to make some offensive and defensive and special teams adjustments, and we've got to make some adjustments to get everything here that we need to make sure we have a good second half. So we're coming through. I guess we're getting maybe halfway through the football season.
Yeah.
Going to get to do some playoffs. That'll be fun. And before you know it, we'll be on the basketball court doing that. And I don't know if you folks through the radio or the internet can hear, but we're real close to the band, so you may have been able to hear them through the first part of halftime. West Columbus band is right here with us, and they've been playing hard and entertaining the crowd as we wait as 12 minutes and 22 seconds left before the 3rd quarter kickoff. And
this game's been pretty good, but West Columbus has got to do a lot more to get their 3rd game win against their ultimate rivals they've had for the past 23 years.
So we're getting ready to roll here I'm getting ready to be joined back by Kelly Jones as we wait on Mr. Green to come out and work on this interview. And Kelly, how's it going?
Yeah, I think Mr. Green is selling chicken. Must be going pretty well.
Yeah, it's busy for a coach or a principal too.
Principal, yep. During halftime is probably the busiest time of a Friday. Rod, wanted to tell our audience, especially those of you listening at home, we had some audio problems in the first quarter. We appreciate those people that emailed and texted and let us know. We had some technical issues right as the game began, and we were we were behind up until about the end of the first quarter, but I think we're rolling good now. And if you're having any audio issues, just give us a text or give us a call or shoot an email to kjones@columbus.k12ncus. So Mr. Green's tied up right now. We might not be able to talk to Mr. Green, but I do want to talk about something, Rod. If we got some time here, and hopefully you're hearing the band in the background. They sound great. You know I like football, and I like trivia, so I love football trivia. So I have a question for you. In college football, what is the lowest point score that you can get on a play? You know, there's 6 points for a touchdown, point after touchdown if you kick it, 2 points for a two-point conversion if you run it in. Is there any other way that you can score 1 point other than a point after touchdown?
Okay. Up until you and I had this discussion a week ago, I didn't know the answer, but now you've already given me a head start on this one.
So I was assuming you had forgotten.
No, sorry.
Okay. There's actually, in college football, there is a way to have an offensive safety. So there is a way for the offense to score 1 point on a point after touchdown, and this is how it works. Many of you who follow college football probably know that during a 2-point conversion or a 1-point conversion, any point after touchdown, the ball is still live. So if there is a miss, there's a blocked kick, there's a fumble, the defense can pick the ball up and advance it to the end zone on the opposite end of the field and get 2 points. And it's a pretty regular occurrence. I think it happens, 1 out of every 10 or 12 games throughout the college, Division I, II, III, etc. Well, there is the opposite situation that the rules were put in place when the 2-point conversion could be run back or the point after touchdown could be run back, and that's the offensive safety. So this is how it works. If the kick is blocked, for example, and the defense takes possession of the ball, and then they fumble into the end zone that they're defending, and they recover, then that becomes an offensive safety. So it goes 1 point to the offense. So just to give you a scenario, Texas and Texas A&M, the only two teams in Division I that this has happened to, and I think it was in 2005, the kick was blocked at the line of scrimmage. The ball rolled forward to about the 1 yard line. Defensive man picked it up, was hit immediately trying to advance the ball to the opposite end zone. He fumbles it into the end zone. One of his players jumps on it and then is tackled in the end zone. So that becomes a 1 point offensive safety during the point after touchdown try.
I can honestly say in all the years of college football, I have never, ever seen that play happen.
Well, next week what we may do is try to show everyone the clip. The announcers were completely lost when there was 1 point put up on the scoreboard. But it's one of those things, and, I say this a lot, and that's kind of a silly example, but football is a very complex game. And these young men who are out here on the football field, have so many rules, so many plays to learn, and it really teaches you a lot of skills past just the athletic. It teaches you a lot of self-discipline. It's really good experience for these kids to be out here. And, we talk about scores, we talk about down, we talk about distance and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is something that these kids will benefit from the rest of their lives. And I know I played football for about 12 years, and it taught me a lot of self-discipline. It taught me never to quit. And there are times when you go out and fight when there may be little to fight for, but that's what you do. You get up, you brush yourself off, you play another play. And it's a great metaphor for life. There are so many times when in life, it seems like you're down 32-0, and what you're made of really shows when you come back. What do you do when you're down like that? So that's what I'm looking for West Columbus in the second half. I'm looking for them to really make a stand, come out, really work on the fundamentals, move the football like we saw them do a little bit towards the end of the second quarter, and really make a statement here that they're here to play good football. And I think that's going to happen. I'm predicting it. We're going to see a much better West Columbus team in the second half.
You definitely saw that the last couple of offensive drives they had. They were able to get some holes and get through them. And they were able to move the ball because, it was tough moving the first two or three offensive series. But the last two, the ball was definitely moving. And with some tweaks and changes, I like to see a little bit more explosive. I think they've got going what they need going now. And I look to see some scoring on the West Columbus front.
So for those of you that are just tuning in, it is 32-0. We're here at halftime. Stallions are leading 32-0, and got about 6 or 7 minutes left before we kick things back off the second half. And apologize, we were going to have Mr. Jeffrey Green, but he is completely tied up because they are really selling some chicken over there. Look at that crowd. So we'll try to get Mr. Green on next week when we're back here. We'll be back here next week.
Be back here to see East Columbus and West Columbus battle each other out here, and that's always a good rivalry too.
Yeah, we've seen East Columbus play a couple of times, and it's going to be a great game.
So South Columbus, if you're with us here on 89.9 WZCO on the radio, South Columbus is in one of the end zones in their conference down there. West Columbus is still back in the locker room. They haven't come back out yet. There's 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to halftime. The band for West Columbus is playing just a little bit to our left. You can probably hear them. And their flag team is just out in front of us on the field and going through their workout. Fans are mingling and spending some time together and waiting to see a second half of football here at Viking Stadium. So last week, if you were with us, we were down at Civitan Stadium in Vinegar Hill, North Carolina. We talked a little bit earlier, but we got a little bit of a late start, but we saw an explosive South Columbus offense that day where McKeever ran for 3 touchdowns. I believe if I read that right this week in the paper, I want to say somewhere around 541 to 581 yards of offense South Columbus was able to put up last week. So that's definitely an explosive front on there. West Columbus, too, did not get to see that game at all. I didn't even get to see any of the highlights, but looking at it here in the paper, big kickoff return by Chris Thompson of 76 yards, came in a very meaningful time and really pumped the team up. And then a 14-yard run by Savon Dawson. That was enough to get them to go ahead. So West has been, I know the last 3 games have been on the road and they've taken 3 straight wins. I believe their first one, it might have been here at home, or they may have had them all on the road. But when you can go out on the road and win 3 in a row, that's definitely a big motivation and a confidence booster there. So I know they're glad to be home. I know their fans are glad to be home, and it's just there's something about playing at home that's a whole lot better. South Columbus has already played one of their conference games, as you know by now, 48-7 win over West Bladen last week. In the last 16 Waccamaw conferences, South Columbus has either outright won or shared the conference title. So that's definitely a force to be reckoned with. They made it all the way last year to the finals of the 2A playoffs before they were beat, and cannot remember for sure, but something tells me it was Wallace Rose Hill, that final loss last year. But we saw some big plays, and we saw, if you were able to go to the West or listen to it, Bromell carried 21 times for 175 yards. Dawson 139 yards on 18 carries. Harvey Lassane completed 2 of 6 passes for 51 yards. Bromell tonight was the one that's been taken out of the game, and he has left and gone to get some x-rays, and hopefully that will not be anything major. Hopefully that's just precautionary, and that he'll be back out on the football field by next week. It doesn't matter, young, old, or anything like that. You do not want to see any of them have to leave under that kind of circumstances. So there's a minute and a half left here. Here comes West Columbus back out from the locker room, waiting to take the field. They're lining up in their own end zone, and South Columbus is fixing to break their huddle. We've got some students performing out in front of us, entertaining the crowd, and we're looking for a great second half. Something else I come across this week that I hadn't seen yet, that I'm not surprised, but it's definitely good for the Columbus County end of it. But right now, South Columbus is ranked 9th among the North Carolina 2A teams. So if they continue to go on like they're doing, we could actually see them go up in them numbers. So 45 seconds left before the halftime comes to an end. West Columbus stretching out down in their end zone, and South Columbus is stretching out down in their end zone. Definitely look to see some tweaking done by Coach Little with the West Columbus, and I look to see for more explosive offense. South Columbus can be a very, very hard team to pick apart their defense, but if you can find some holes in that, you can turn in some gains, and Harvey Lassane and his crew were able to do that there at the end. So we'll see if they can build on that. But 5 seconds look, and we're getting ready here as the team should be making their way to their benches, and we will soon be underway for the third quarter. If you're just joining us, it's 32-0, South Columbus over West Columbus. We're at Viking Stadium here in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina, for the 22nd meeting of South Columbus versus West Columbus. Somewhere in the early 90s, South was combined from Tabor City High School, Williams Township High School, and Nakina High School to form South Columbus. In the mid-60s, we saw Cerro Gordo, Fair Bluff, Evergreen, and I think it's Chadburn broke together to form West Columbus High School. So West's been around a whole lot longer than South, but this is a good rivalry. The East and West is a good rivalry, and the East and South. Something about those inter-conference games. Kids know each other. They've played little leagues together. They've played, in this case, Pop Warner together, and some of them have been to middle school together. So it makes it even more special when you know the folks that you're playing. But they've added a little bit of time left on the clock to give the teams a chance to get ready. So about 2 more minutes has been added back on before we actually see the third quarter kickoff. Next week, we will be back here at West Columbus at Viking Stadium, and East Columbus will make the trip down 74 and 76 to take on West Columbus for both of theirs first conference game of the 2012 football season, and that's always fun. That's usually a very good game, very competitive, about the same size schools, and East Columbus has also sitting at 3-2 right now. We've covered their game against East Bladen where they won, and we covered their game against Whiteville that they won. They took a disappointing loss last Monday night to Southwest Onslow, 24-20 on a late drive, and they also took, I think their first game of the season was the other one what they lost. That was before we were able to cover them, and they took a win down in North Brunswick. We were supposed to do that game, but we didn't make it due to weather conditions, and they had to actually move it to an away field, and we've not tried that yet, trying to do internet and radio from somebody else's school. So playoff times come, we may be able to attempt that out, but we have now run down to about 40 seconds here. Each team has left their huddles and has come to the sidelines, and they're moving their kickoff returns and their kicking teams out onto the field to start this third quarter of play here in Viking Stadium. As the score, if you're just joining us, 32-0, South Columbus over West Columbus. This is going out over the internet through WZCO.org, which is tied through Play On Sports, and we're also broadcasting to you live on the radio at 89.9 FM, WCZO. The clock has expired, and South Columbus is getting ready to spread their side of the ball. West Columbus is already ready. They've got Dawson back deep, 3 others in front of him, and we're getting ready to start the third quarter. Here they go. The kick is up, and that one's going to fall at about the 20-yard line as they get up to about 5 more yards. So the third quarter's underway. Here we are with 11 minutes and 54 seconds left. It's 32-0. South Columbus over West Columbus. South Columbus will start with the ball on about the 24-yard line with 1st and 10, and they will be on their own 24-yard line. I'm sorry, West Columbus will start there. So Lassane has just come in from the sideline as he talks over his offensive line the play. He'll run a 3-back set. Ball snapped, pitched out to number 30, Savon Dawson, and he will get about 4 to 5 yards. So good sweep to his left for some positive yardage. So we're looking at 2nd down and probably about 6. Ball should be right about the 30-yard line. And Lassane has got the play, and he's coming back up to the line to talk with his offense. Here they come. Receivers split out and stay back. We got Dawson, we've got Taplin, and we've got, I think that's Thompson. Lassane hands it off to Taplin, and I think he's met right about the line of scrimmage. Don't look like that might have gained any there, as he's pretty well met by a host of white shirts on that play. So we're looking at about 3rd and 4. 10 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. And we'll see what West Columbus dials up here. Ball's on their own 30-yard line with 10 minutes and 43 seconds left. South Columbus up 32-0 over home team West Columbus. Ball snapped, and it's pitched to looks like Dawson, but South Columbus wrapped him up, and he may lose a few on this one. So we're definitely looking.
75 for the Stallions on the stop, Daniel Buck.
We're looking at 4th down and about 6. Daniel Buck on the stop, and that'll bring out West Columbus and the punting team. So number 5, Tanner Daniels, will punt back to number 3, Samuel Dixon Jr. The ball snapped, good snap, middle. Punts up and away. Dixon's going to pick it up on the bounce, and he's trying to break one, but he cannot. He broke the first tackle, but number 24 brought him down, and really no gain on the run back there. So we will see South Columbus start off on their own 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as they switch from kicking to their offenses. So South Columbus getting ready to come up to the line. Last 2 people are coming in. As the play is brought in, it's discussed over. We've got Hammonds up under center, 2-back set. Book the balls, and it's handed off to number 35, and he cuts one corner, and good tackle there by West Columbus there on about the 46-yard line, because it was going to be another 5-10 yards before he ran into anybody else on that one. So good defense there as McHill is able to pick up about 12, 13 yards on that play. That'll give us 1st and 10 as they move the chains here on the 46-yard line of South Columbus. Hammond's up under center with a 2-back set. He looks, he hands off the middle, and that's going to go for about 5 yards up to about the 49-yard line of West Columbus.
74 for the Vikings, Harley Johnson on the stop.
So good tackle by number 74, Harley Johnson
For the Stallions.
of West Columbus on that play, as South is able to gain about 4 yards. Here comes Hammonds. He's going to run the two-back set. He comes up under center, looks, sets his backs, takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and that one goes for about 5 more yards. So it may be enough, depending on the spot, it may be enough for first down. If not, it'll be third and about a half.
Rashid Chapman on the carry. 31.
Nope, that one's going to get spotted down about the 45-yard line, so they're going to be about a yard short. I'm being joined now for the third quarter here by Tristan McGee. Tristan, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Watching a nice, good game so far.
All right, Hammond's up under center. Oh, wow, number 44, West Columbus sneaks into the backfield and drops South Columbus for a loss of 2 or 3 on that, on third and 1. They get about a 2-yard loss.
Fresh sausage dogs
So,
off the grill.
That's
At the
a
concession stand. Go down and help them out.
Adrian, I believe that's Adrian Bowie, number
Also
40,
chicken plates under the tent.
number 44 or so. We got fourth down coming up here, and South Columbus is going to take a timeout because it's going to be about looks like about 4th and 3. So good 2-yard loss on that last play. So you've been enjoying the game so far?
Yeah, South is really dominating the offense and defense, and if West is going to catch up, they're going to have to do something really quick. There's only half of this quarter and next quarter, so they got to do something fast.
Yeah, we've seen definitely seen this series, especially seen a little bit of boost in that West defense. South Columbus is just so hard to cover because of the many looks they give you. They'll come out under center, they'll go back to the gun, they'll 2-back set, 1-back set, 3-back, spread it wide, pull it tight. I mean, you just, from play to play, you never know exactly which way they're coming. Or so 4th and 4, they're going for it. Hammonds is up under center. He's got 2 men in the backfield. Chapman is 1, and I believe no, that's a pitch to number 5, Reggie Frink, and he breaks through 1, and he's into the backfield as number 21 has him, and he gets past 21, but number 22 for West Columbus brings him down on about the 17-yard line of West Columbus.
That was a good tackle. That was they definitely needed that.
Morris on the stop for the Vikings.
Yeah, that was definitely Ethan Morris grabbed him and held him. He ran over and caught up with him and held on to him until he could get some help from one other. I think it was 22 came by. So good second effort on that one. So first down and 10, ball's on the 17. Hammonds is going to take it, look, maybe throw, and just couldn't get it there. So Hammonds thought about running it, but he tried to swing it out to his to the end, but just defense from West was just too tight on that one. So 7 minutes and 6 seconds left here in this third quarter.
Quinlan Hammonds, number 10 for the Stallions, the incomplete pass. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Stallions from the 22-yard line.
So we're looking at about, we are looking at 2nd and 10. Ball's in the 17. Hammonds up under center. That one's given to, looks like number 35.
Outside run.
Cuts to the right or left, and how far did that one get, Tristan?
10 yards maybe.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe that ball's somewhere around the 7 or 8. So good 10-yard gain. I believe that was McGill that came across through that one. Could not quite make out all of the numbers.
Go for the Stallions from the 5-yard
Couldn't
line.
quite catch who tackled him.
No, I did not either. So the ball is down on the 5-yard line, so it will be a 1st and goal for South Columbus as Hammonds goes up under center, two-back set. He's going to roll to his right, looks to throw, and
Incomplete pass.
I think that's number 3, Dixon.
Incomplete pass by Hammond.
Nope, number 7, Chapman. It was right there, but he was covered nicely by West Columbus, and that one went in and out of his hands. So that's a hard one when you're trying to turn and run and go. So 2nd and goal from the 5. We'll see if they look to run or if they see Chapman in the backfield and can't quite make out who's beside him, but Hammond's up under center. The ball's height, it's going to be given to, looks like McGill again, and West was all over that one. So 2 men for West brought down McGill for, looks like no gain.
31 for the Vikings, Dion Tapp.
So
3rd and goal for the Stallions.
31, Taplin was the lead tackler for West on that one, and looking at 3rd and goal, ball's on the 5, 6 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 32-0, South Columbus up over home team West Columbus. Handoff up the middle, and touchdown South Columbus. Did not quite see who
Stallions.
got the handoff.
They've got to really crank up the defense on these next few plays, or South's going to take this one.
And I believe, hopefully he's just got a cramp, but I'm afraid we got somebody back down on the field for West Columbus. I see some of the staff going out. We'll wait and see on that one. But, yeah, South adds 6 more to their total, and with 5 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, we've got a 38-0 South Columbus lead over West Columbus. So
I've seen a few plays where the players stayed down. I guess South's just playing a really brutal game of defense.
it gets, when you're on the field, a little more for defense than offense. You guys get winded, they get wore down, and you'll have a few more injuries than normal. So the guy down was number 21 for West Columbus, but he is walking off on his that's Ethan Moore. So that's a good sign to see him up and coming off the field. He's limping, but hopefully he's just a little bit sore and twisted up from that play and no major injury. So I would say South will probably go for the point after, but they have not brought their team out on yet to see if they're going to go for 1 or 2. But West brings out their team, and I think that's Dixon there in the back, so I believe we're going for the point after. So the offensive line sets, and Dixon's ready. Hammonds calls for the snap. The ball's down. It is up, and it is good. So 39-0. South Columbus has taken the, well, not taken. South Columbus is up and over West Columbus, as South Columbus will kick off to West, and we will see if they can get that spark back that they had in offense there. As the second quarter was coming to an end, West Columbus had put together a few things that was really getting that offense fired up and getting South spread out some. So we'll see if we can see some more of that. Tristan, what'd you do in the first half?
I was on the switcher board, switching camera angles.
Did you enjoy that?
That's actually a pretty fun job. You got to know when to pick the right angles. If you pick a bad angle, like if you got a camera in front of somebody, people aren't going to enjoy it as much. So you got to really be careful on which angles you choose.
No. Have you? Now this is your second or your third game out here?
This is my second.
Have you done pretty well all of the different jobs, or there's some you haven't?
I haven't done camera yet, but I've done everything else.
Okay. So you haven't done any of the camera work?
Nope. I'm looking to do that next game, though.
Okay. Will you be back with us next week?
Yes.
That'll be good. Well, yeah, it looks like Crystal Osorio and Ayla Louvier are on the cameras, and I believe Caitlin Souls is up on our top camera. I can't quite see up there. So West is getting ready. They've got 2 back deep to receive, and South is setting the ball up to kick off to see if they can get their offense see if they can get their offense fired up. So here they go. They're set. And I think that's Dawson, the farthest one back. He's turned a little corner to me. Kick will go over, and wow. I thought for sure that was going to take a hop out of bounds, but it rolls all the way back into the end zone for a touchback, and West Columbus will come out, take that out on the 20-yard line. So inside our booth, we've got Caitlin Souls and Desiree Moore. They're inside working, and Justin Edwards, who was just with me, has gone up top to run that camera. So Aaron Yates is doing a really good job keeping his students moving around and learning all these different positions so they can get a feel, because there's broadcasting, if that's your calling. I mean, there's a lot of fun jobs in there, and that would be a fun way to make a living. But here we go. First down, Lassane, handoff up the middle, and I believe Taplin's got it for gain of maybe 2 or 3. South 2 or 3 on the tackle for them. Yes, that was Taplin. So Lassane comes back over to the coaches. He's going to come and get the play, and as he talks it over, and his offensive line is waiting on him. And here he comes to talk it over to see which way to dial up for 2nd and 8 with the ball on the 22-yard line with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left. That looks, I believe Dawson was able to get that handoff and gain a yard or so. Not sure if that might not have been Dawson. So number 21, Morris, is still out and playing, so that's a good sign. He was the one after the touchdown was a little shaken up, but hopefully that was just a cramp and he's good to go.
Yes, it's on the 21-yard line. They only gained 1 last play.
So Lassane comes up under center. We've got about a 3rd and 9. He looks over the defense, drops back. He's going to throw, goes to his right, and I believe that's number 5, Tanner Daniels.
Was that complete?
Complete for the Vikings for first down.
First down, Vikings. I believe that one's going to end up a little short.
No, it's 4th down coming up and 1 for the Vikings.
So that ball's right on about the marker. 4th and 1, Tristan. 4 minutes in the 3rd quarter. You're down a few scores. What are you going to do? You going to punt that ball or are you going for it?
Well, I would look at South's formation, see what they're doing, and try to adjust to that. But definitely I'd try and punt if nothing else.
So here they go, 3-back set. Lassane up under. I believe there's a flag on the play.
Illegal procedure call against the Vikings.
So a legal procedure, that's going to take the Vikings back an additional 5 yards, and now we're looking at a 4th and 6. That might just change, and I believe it did, their thought. 4th and 1, yeah, but 4th and 6 that one gets a little more risky. So Tanner Daniels is back to receive the punt. South Columbus hasn't dropped anybody back, so we will await the punt. The ball snapped. The kick is up, and it's a good one. Ball's going to hit about the 50 and take a West Columbus bounce and go out of bounds. Looks like what, about the 46-yard line of South Columbus?
About there, yeah, about the 46.
So Tanner got a good bounce on that one, got a good high kick, and
30-yard punt by Tanner Daniels.
So punt of
first and 10 for the
punt of about 30 yards. We got 3 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter. 39-0. West Columbus is trailing South, and that's a handoff up the middle, and West was all over that one. Not sure he got back to the original line of scrimmage. So I believe that was number 35, McGill. And
84,
no,
Jarquez Underwood, quarter stop for the Vikings.
and number
Second
84
and
on
11
West
for the
Columbus with a
Stallions.
good stop on that play. And so 2nd and 11. So that's a loss of 1 on that last play. And I believe Daniels is up, or Hammonds is up under center. And there's the one up the middle. And he's still going. There goes, I believe it's number 7, Chapman. He's at the 20, the 10, the 5,
He
and
will go all the way.
touchdown.
Touchdown, Stallions.
So I believe that was about a 55-yard run, if I'm not mistaken, by number 7, Chapman of West Columbus, Rashad Chapman. So South Columbus will come out and set up for the extra point. Dixon will be the kicker. Everybody's set. Hammonds calls for the snap, and they're going to run a fake. Hammond's going to roll to his left, throw back to his right.
Oh,
wow.
Amazing catch there by the Stallions.
Number 5, Reggie Frank. Hammonds takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws across his body to his right, and here comes Frank diving in from his right to make the 2-point.
$533.
47-0. South Columbus over West Columbus here in Viking Stadium. 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And we will see the kicking team of South come out and the receiving team of West. So West goes to get some of that spark started back that they had at the end of the first half and see if they can open up some holes and gain some big yards and run some pass plays, and we'll see what we see. So they're getting ready to set up, and Savon Dawson is the deep man. As South Columbus gets ready to kick, he's set up in the middle with 3 in front of him, but most of them have come back his way tonight. So we'll see. Here the ball goes. It's a line drive kick, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So that will be a penalty, and that's going to start the ball out on the 30-yard line of West Columbus. So anytime that ball goes out of bounds, excuse me, not the 30, my fault, the 35. Anytime that ball is gone out of bounds on a kickoff without going through the back of the end zone, it automatically starts on the 35-yard line in high school. So here comes Harvey Lassane out with the play. He's got his lineman, and he's commanded out. He's spreading everybody, looking over the defense of South. He's got his 3-back set, and handoff looks like to Dawson up the middle, and should get about 1. So South, they combine. Actually, might get close to 2 on that one.
We're looking at about 2nd and 9. The ball is on the 36-yard line.
So 1 minute and 40 seconds here. Lassane comes back over from the bench to discuss with his men 2nd down, and 3rd quarter is quickly coming to an end here. Ball's on the 42-yard line. Lassane up under center, scans the defense of South, 3-back set, handoff. No, he's going to roll, he's going to keep, looks to his, wow.
Oh,
my.
Interception.
Number 44 for South Columbus is going to come down with that one, Raekwon Gore.
And he's down at about.
Number 44 for the Stallions.
And we've got a flag on the play, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Lassane had the ball batted and then bounced off another man of South and right into the hands of 44 Gore. But we got hands at the back on South Columbus after the interception. So they will keep it, but the ball will no longer be on their
26.
On the West 26, but it'll go back to probably about the 36-yard line, I'm guessing. So South Columbus will take back over. Ball on West 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. And Hammonds comes from the sideline with the play as he gets his offensive line set, starts to look over the defense. He goes up under center. He's got a 2-back set. He's got McGill and Chapman, looks like. Handed off to McGill. McGill cuts
There's
left.
An open spot over there.
And how far did he get, Tristan?
What?
How far did he get?
I couldn't really see. It looked like he had originally gotten it looked like he was getting tackled, but he got off of one and got through a little bit and gained a few more yards before he got down.
All right, so it looks like maybe after the refs have spotted, looks like about 11 yards. So that'll be a 1st down and 10. 2-back set. Hammonds up under center. This time, handoff to number 30. No? Yeah, 35, McGill again. This time he goes right side and goes all the way down to about the
10.
Oh, that one was not McGill. That was actually number 22, Troy Nye. And it looks like he got down to about the 7 or 8 yard line, maybe the 9-yard line.
Go for the Stallions from the 9-yard line.
So with about 10 seconds left, that should be the last play here in the 3rd quarter. We have 1st and goal. Ball on the 9-yard line of West Columbus. With South Columbus in the offense. We have a 47-0 score here at Viking Stadium. South Columbus over West Columbus. And the 4th quarter will begin here in just a little bit. So West has still got some things going for them. Unfortunately, not been able to get points on the board yet, but they've had some nice stops on South, and they've mixed it up, and they've actually been able to scoot that ball up the middle some that they couldn't do in the first half. They don't get big chunks, but they can get 2 to 4 yards as they're going up the middle. So starting to work down a little bit of that South Columbus defensive line, and that offensive line's opening up some holes. So that's always a happy thing when you see your guys working hard and results coming from them. So we're in the process of them switching fields so we can start this 4th quarter. So if you have just joined us on the radio here at 89.9 FM WZCO, we are in Cerro, Gordo, North Carolina, covering the West Columbus versus South Columbus football game, where South Columbus is up 47-0 over the home Vikings. And if you're with us on the internet through WZCO.org, we are just entering the 4th quarter. And here comes Hammonds up under center. He's got a 2-back set. Looks over his defense. Handoff up the middle, and touchdown. He did make it through. That looked like number 23, Bellamy. Or, I'm sorry, 32, Daniels. So Deshaun Daniels will come through with that one. And right now that's going to put us at 53-0 here with 11 minutes and 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter. I see Dixon out. Looks like he'll be going for the extra point, but when your backup quarterback is the holder, anything is possible. So you never know for sure. Most of the time they go for the actual point after, but there's been a time or two today they've run a fake. So I think they're going for the point after, but we'll see. Ball snapped down.
Like.
Oh,
Fake.
Yeah. That wasn't a fake. That snap just got a little too high. Hammonds did his best to get it down, and so Dixon could kick it, but he saw it was just too much and tried to get away, but West was too fast.
Yeah, West did a good job getting through that time, tackling Hammonds.
Yeah, that was definitely, they were coming hard and fast, and there's not a lot of free time in there. When you come across on that one, that has to be perfect. That ball has to be right in the spot. It has to be turned and down and kicked, because if you hesitate at all, there's a high probability it will get blocked, and Hammonds knows that, and so he tried to make something happen. It just did not work out for him. So West Columbus, in their set with Dawson the deepest back, and South Columbus sets it up to kick off.
9-5-4.
So the ball is set, and they're distributing left and right. Dawson here in the middle, ready for the ball, and we'll see which way this one goes. So we have there we go. The ball is up, and it's a good high kick down the middle, and Dawson has it on about the 10-yard line. Looks over the set, cuts right, cuts back to his left. He's going to turn the corner, and he's beat 3 of them. 51 with a good block.
He's going.
Whoa, what a hit. Whoa. Wow.
Excellent run by.
Nice. He
Excellent
takes the
run
ball
there.
all the way up to about the 40. No, right at the 50-yard line. But the last man for South Columbus comes to make the tackle, and a good tackle he made, but Dawson made him pay. So a good 40-yard run back by Dawson, but he made his presence known on that last one. So that's a spark West Columbus needed. Special teams is just not been able to get a big play, and that was a good one. They've had some nice plays, but that was a good strong play. And Lasane's up under center. He's going to run his 3-back set. Looks over the defense, sets. We've got movement. I saw offsides, but were they drawing offsides?
Yeah,
So
West could really use some momentum right about now.
So South Columbus jumps offsides, and
West Columbus cheerleader.
West is going to pick up 5 yards and have a 1st and 5 on the should be on about the 45-44.
5-6-3.
So Lasane has the play.
Excuse me, that's the
Goes back up.
from West Columbus.
Goes back up in the huddle to discuss. They're breaking. He's going up under center, sets his backs in their positions, looks over the defense. They're set, and that's a handoff to, looks like Dawson. Just couldn't quite get through that corner.
Gained about 2 yards there.
Yeah, he
First and 5.
good cut up, but just couldn't get through that. Just couldn't all the way make it through that hole. So that'll bring up probably, I think we're looking at about second. Should be at about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4 there on the 44-yard line. Dawson up, or let's have it Sane up under center. And there's a good push. They were able to move the line back that time and able to get it down to about the 38-yard line. So definitely that should be enough to move the chains and pick up a 1st down for West Columbus. And they're happy about that one. So 9 minutes and 19 seconds left here in this first quarter. West has a 1st down and 10 on the 38-yard line. And Lasane's coming in from the side with the play. We have a score here of 53-0 South Columbus with 9 minutes and 4 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Lasane looks to the right and left, sets, 3, and it's handed off to number 31 as he takes it up the middle, and they're still pushing the pile. So Taplin able to move him down 4 or 5 yards.
About a 6-yard gain on the play for the Vikings.
So good 2nd and 3rd effort there on West Columbus's offensive line to keep that play alive. I think the official total on that one is 6 yards, so looking at 2nd and 4. 8 minutes and 26 seconds left here. Ball's on about the 32-yard line of South Columbus, so West is moving in. There it is, hand off to number 22. He cuts up, and the hole closes, but not before he can get 3-4 yards on that one, so that's good. He's right on the marker.
Was our 50-50 winner tonight.
West is definitely gaining a little bit much-needed momentum here.
Yeah, this is definitely good to see for their offense. And number 21, Ethan Morris, just seems like he can't get that last cramp out. He's had to come off it 2 or 3 times, and hopefully there's nothing damaged or it's just cramping up on him. I see him trying to work it out over there on the side, but he just can't get that last little bit of it out. So West Columbus comes up. Harvey Lassane looks over. It's going to be 3rd and 1. He's going to hand it up the middle, and I believe that's enough for first down. Have not seen the ref signal yet, and there it is. First down for West Columbus. So they've definitely got the momentum going their way here on offense, and as they fought their way all the way up to the 26. Lassane bringing in the play here with 7 minutes and about 7 minutes even here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 1st and 10, and Lassane comes up and he will look over the offense, hand it up the middle. No, cuts it to that's the Dawson going up the left to looks like about the 25-yard line.
Save on Dawson, the ball carrier.
So Dawson's able to.
2nd and 10.
Dawson gets right to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he might have made it, but he didn't. Got right there to about the 25-26 again. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. 6 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. We've got a 53-0 score, South Columbus over West Columbus. And Lassane has the play. Comes over to the line to talk about formation, sends them out.
West Columbus isn't really doing too many passing plays. I'm seeing a lot of running plays here.
No, I really thought we'd see some, and that was a handoff up the middle, I believe, to Taplin. I really thought today, the 3rd and 4th quarter, we would see some more passes, but
7, 8, 6, 3, 2, 1.
They
7, 8, 6, 5, 6, 3.
I don't know if folks can hear us or not, but they got an awesome PA system here in West Columbus. But, yeah, I just thought we might see some more. But they might just be very, very comfortable with the run and, just keep plugging away and opening them holes. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8. 5 minutes and 18 seconds left here. The ball's on the 24-yard line. 53-0, South Columbus over West Columbus. And Lassane sends the center up. They're spreading out. Dawson, Taplin, and Thompson in the backfield. Oh, and that's a fake to Thompson, but instead given to Dawson, and South was able to break up through there and drop him for about a 2-yard loss. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. At this end of the field, I mean, you could kick a field goal. Punting, unless you can pin them back deep, a punt might only actually get you an extra 5, 6, 7 yards. So here's a situation. This is one of these safe places. Whether it's 4th and 2 or 4th and 8, you don't really get too hurt on going for it in this situation. So
I would definitely either punt it or do a passing play here because.
Yeah, so we'll see what Lassane does. He drops back. He hands it off to number 22, Thompson. Thompson trying, and he does turn the corner. Breaks that one, but he's met by another. No, just not quite. They had him drop for a big loss, and he got past and looked like he might take that hole, but it just didn't. The South is fast, and even if there is a hole there, they can close it very quickly. So that'll turn over on downs here. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. South Columbus is going to take over on their own 24 with a 53-0 lead here at Viking Stadium over the West Columbus Vikings. So they come back out. Hammonds has split all the backs and the receivers. He's going up under center. He pitches it out. It's a swing up to the right for maybe a 5-yard gain. Could not tell who got that hand. He got away before I could ever see the number. So that'll bring up 2nd down. And the ball's being placed on about the 30-yard line. So we should be looking at about a 2nd and 6. Under 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Stallions have it with Hammonds up under center. Hand up the middle to, I believe that's 35 that time. I believe that was McGill, and it might not have been. But that's going to go just just a yard or two short of a first down. It's marked
First down
standing
for the
right.
Stallions.
Well, it is a first
From the
down. He's on the 40.
40-yard line.
I guess so. He's there on the 40.
38-yard line.
He needed to get to the 36, and he made it to the 38. So, well, first and 10. Right about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Hammonds breaks the huddle. This time he's got a two-back set, one split each side. Handoff up the middle, and I believe that one's 35 McGill. And he's going to gain about 2 yards on the play, looks like. So that's going to bring us up to 2nd down and 8. The clock has ticked under 2 minutes. And we're going to have 1 minute and 42 seconds. 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 40-yard line of South Columbus.
Second,
With
8 for the
Hammonds up under center and a
40-yard
two-back
line.
set. So he looks over the defense, gets ready to set, lets the clock run some time off. In no hurry here at this time of the game. So as he waits on the clock, sets down, and he's going to take a knee. So we're going to start to see this one wrap up here. This one, South Columbus had it going on offense, had it going on defense, and just wasn't meant to be for West Columbus tonight, as the final minute here will roll off at Viking Stadium, and the Stallions are going to leave here at 5-1. West Columbus is going to go to 3-3 and start their conference play next week, as the East Columbus Gators will roll into town
South Columbus.
for game 1 of conference play, and
Setting the clock.
West Columbus will take this week and work on their strategy. It's a different ball. There'll be some differences when they go up against East, just to the kind of offense. East is in that option almost all day long. South is back and forth, so they'll go ahead and prepare for that. But the final 5 seconds here, and the teams are lining up to shake hands. But we definitely appreciate everybody joining us here, as time has run off here at Viking Stadium. South Columbus Stallions have come in. They've come away with a 53-0 victory, and they will go on into league
West
play for
Columbus,
their
thank
second
everyone for coming out
game
tonight,
next week.
supporting The Vikings.
But we will be back here. Some of the same. Will you be back with us?
Yes.
Tristan will be back. I know some of these other students will be back with us, and we look forward to next week and join them. But for 89.9 FM WCCO and through the internet WZCO.org, this is Columbus Career and College Academy. Thanking you for joining us, staying with us tonight through this broadcast. Hoping you would join us next week, and wishing everybody a good weekend, to you in Columbus County and everybody else who turned in. Thanks, and have a good evening.